I usually rub my hands before we do the clap. That's why, God, I feel stupid.
Hey,
Before we start, let me take another sip of this. This, I have no idea what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My throat's been killing me.
Heard.
With some hot.
Oh, this is this. I think I might have to include this in the podcast because I am going to give it. This man Jackie here, he joins the fucking Discord, and all I hear is, if it's making you poop, then why am I drinking it?
Yeah, me and the lady were talking about something, and she was like, "I gotta hurry up. I gotta go poop. The tea's running right through me." So I was like, I'm about to join the Discord. So she was like walking out the door, and I was hurrying to get to the room. And as soon as I saw it was in, I was just like, if it's making you poop, why am I drinking it? I'm sitting here for another hour.
I just hear quietly in the background, it's not making me poop. I'm just pooping because my stomach already hurts.
Her fault for framing it that way.
I don't think she really framed it any sort of way.
Why are you taking her side, dude?
Honestly, because the way you came in the Discord was hilarious. So I have to be against you just by, principle.
Fair enough. But the real starter that I wanted.
Yes, sir.
I want you to picture yourself. You're in the woods. All right.
All right.
And you got 3 scenarios. You have to pick one that you think that you would both deal with and take. Okay.
Okay.
First scenario, you're walking out into the woods, maybe with a buddy, maybe alone, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And everything goes completely silent. All right. Everything. Bugs, animals. You can't hear water running. Nothing. Right.
Okay.
Or you're walking into the woods with a buddy alone, whatever, and you hear just a low whistle just somewhere in the trees, right? Or, last one, you hear a scream that you are pretty sure is 85% human. Which one would you rather deal with?
Which one would I rather deal with?
Yeah.
So, right off the bat, I already know that, when all the sounds stop, some shit is, going down. I believe usually it's paranormal by usual.
You would have to assume.
Yeah. But I just know that the moment I hear a sound that's just not supposed to be there, I'm not going to be there. So I'd rather just deal with the silence.
Yeah. See, my lady picked the silence because she was like, that's usually like a warning.
It is.
If you hear everything go silent, that means get out of there.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean something's about to happen to you. That just means get out of there.
True, but if I hear a scream, my more or low whistle, in the trees, my snap reaction would be, I'm not going to go that direction, or I'm not going to be wherever the fuck I heard that. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
And if everything stops, I feel like more often I would rather think I lost hearing rather than,
Oh yeah,
just everything going silent.
What, would you snap in your ear or something?
Probably. I mean, okay, this is a little bit of a side story here, but do you remember a couple of years back there were tornadoes that were ripping through towns and stuff? Yeah. Not the 2010, but recent couple of years.
Yeah, 2021.
I believe so.
2020.
Yeah. Yeah. I was living on campus at my school, and I was an RA. And, we had the alarms going off and shit, and that's what woke me up that night. And I woke up, and I remember, because I had a floodlight outside of my window, which, always dimly lit the room, and I had no control over it, unfortunately. But I woke up, saw it, and then everything went dark because we lost power. And I was just like, did I go blind? So my first thought was grab my phone, turn the flashlight on, and see if I can see. And I was like, okay, so I think I would probably do a little snap.
I thought you were about to say it's a comedy movie where you grab your phone and you turn the flashlight on and turn it in your eye to see if you can see the light.
No, I just
okay, I guess we can see. Fuck.
I remember freaking out until I found my phone, because that's when I saw like the actual fucking phone light, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
It took me a second to find my phone though.
Those tornadoes, I remember I was working in a gas station overnight, and I got an ominous warning. I got a prophet. I got an omen that this guy just walked in, and we had a little conversation. And he was like, "Yo, be safe. Some bad storms are coming." That's it. That's all he said. Walked away like a shadow in the night, like a phantom. Never saw him again, right? But I was like, I'm sure it's fine. 20 minutes later, the doors shake a little bit and the power goes out but comes right back on. And I was like, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Went to log back into the register. 10 minutes later, power goes out permanently. And I'm like, all right.
Not so fine anymore.
Nope. Nope. I locked the door and I'm just like, I shut down the pumps. I'm like, if you need gas, I'm sorry, I take my ass to the bathroom. I sit under the sink for the rest of the night. And I swear to, I hate how active my brain is. My brain will not let me be normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, I was looking under the crack of the bathroom door, and I was seeing like shadows and stuff. And I was like, dude, what if this is like War of the Worlds and a bunch of aliens just busted into this gas station?
If Ice Cube is somewhere going, turn left.
Yeah, if Ice Cube is somewhere going, no! No!
I can't believe I watched that shitty fucking movie.
Such a dog shit movie. But no, I legit convinced myself that there's aliens outside in the store. Like, legitimately. I was like, I'm not going out of this bathroom because these aliens going to take my fat ass wherever. But the craziest part about that is I spent a couple hours in that bathroom and I came out when I stopped hearing, wind
noises.
Yeah. First thing, one of the tornadoes touched down literally like 3 miles from that gas station, apparently. And I discovered that, well, first off, I got told that, but also I was walking around the store and there's a big rug. When you walk into a gas station, there's like a mat that is in front of the door. I was standing in front of the door and I looked down and it was gone. I was like,
negative pressure sucked that bitch right out.
Dude, I'd locked the doors. I was like, did someone steal the fucking... I go outside. I go to the side of the building. It is pressed on the side of the building.
Yep.
That rug got sucked under the door and slammed against the side of the... I was like, holy shit. Oh my God.
Yep. I mean, the tornadoes in my town, I think they were heading direct... This is now the second time that I've had a tornado heading directly towards my location and then, sort of either turn or, fizzle out. Because that one was also heading directly towards where we were, and I was on the top floor of that building. So that would have been fun. And then I think it stopped like 2 or 3 miles away from campus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tornadoes are terrifying, man.
Yeah.
Tornadoes are terrifying.
Absolutely.
And I especially loved, like, in school when they were like, oh, just cuddle up against the wall. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. And cool. Tuck in, expose your back.
Yeah. Turn yourself into a little cannonball that's going to get shot into another building.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sure you'll be all right.
Into another building.
Yeah. But you should already know that from, like, did you ever watch those old, did they ever show you the old nuclear safety videos that they would show kids in the 50s of like what to do if a nuke struck and you were in school?
Yes.
It's like, just get under your desk. You'll be fine. No, you won't. No, you won't.
There is not much of a precaution you can take to suddenly become safe from a nuke.
Yeah. I get you got to like keep the kids safe or whatever. I think I even saw one where it was like, okay, what if you're out bicycling, having a good time? Just set your bicycle to the side and go to the trees and huddle down. It's like, what the fuck is that going to do? What's that gonna do?
You know,
I mean, even if you are that person that listens to that, you got to be laying there saying, "This is gonna do nothing." Like this is gonna do nothing.
I mean, you know the story of the one dude that actually like survived the 2 nukes, and
he was in Hiroshima, whichever one was
Nagasaki
hit first.
and Hiroshima. So I don't remember which one was hit first.
Yeah, but he was there, and then he was like, "Fuck, man!"
I believe
took a train to Nagasaki.
I was gonna say I think I got the entire story from one of these YouTube videos, and like, dude got blamed for things going wrong at work because they didn't believe that he saw, you know, a white flash and everything fucking get destroyed.
Oh yeah. No one like believed him or whatever.
Yeah, and then you know, I think it was either that day or a couple days later, the same shit happened there, and I don't think any of them survived after that, except for, you know, that guy.
And you think you had a bad day? Motherfucker got hit with 2 nukes.
I think
he had to think he was cursed, man.
Oh, I fucking
He had to
bet.
think that it was over.
I mean, the first one, he was very smart and dove into a ditch, given he still ended up very far away from that ditch after it went off. But yeah, he probably did not think he would last very much longer after the second one. It's like, they're out to get me. They have to be.
The most haunting images from those is the ones of like people's shadow was burned.
Yeah,
into this. Yeah.
The one I immediately noticed they took a note from an Iron Man.
What?
Iron Man? You know, I think it was Iron Man 3 had the fire dude, and he would explode, and people would turn into fucking, or you know, their ashes, shadows on the wall. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Iron Man 3 in years, so I did what I thought you were thinking of was Wolverine, because Wolverine saves a guy from a nuke by like putting him in a hole and just standing over him.
I think that dude just ended up lightly burned.
Yeah, Wolverine was also lightly burned.
No, not lightly. No, not lightly at all.
You know,
but he survived.
Maybe a little charred. He did.
He was well done.
And that guy was like, "When I get older," no. That was horrible. I'm not going to finish that. I'm not going to finish that thought.
Now, you see how I felt a couple episodes ago when I was going to do an accent and then decided just to not?
By the way, I was sitting and I was playing Spider-Man. My wife was in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Her sister was on the chair watching me. And I did something. I turned and I looked outside my window and there was a cop pulled a guy over. And I was like, I got his ass. Her sister looked out the window and then turned back to me and said, I wonder if he's Mexican. I looked her dead in the face. I was like, what? What did you just say? She's like, I wonder if he's Mexican. Oh, what? And then I was like, I screamed at my wife. I was like, oh, do you hear your KKK member in this living room? Holy shit, dude. What are we doing?
That's such a, like, out of anything you could choose to say, it was that at that moment.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why?
And I really tried to think about it. I was like, maybe she was thinking about the ICE thing that's going on. But then I was like, she's not politically savvy. Like that, so that one, maybe she was thinking, oh, like Smyrna does have a big like Hispanic population.
Does it?
But that doesn't mean.
I mean, I know
it's one of the.
Yeah, it does.
Smyrna is one of the largest Hispanic populations in the state. Per capita.
Yeah, I mean, I get you, which is fair. I do. That makes sense.
Is per capita the proper percentage wise?
I don't
percentage
know
of the population.
That shit. I did not. I mean, I passed stats, but didn't care about it.
Well, in terms of like percentage of the population, if you line up every city in Tennessee, Smyrna's close to the top.
Ratio.
But even then, that doesn't mean the Mexicans are
I don't think she would have that knowledge to be like, I wonder if they're Mexican. And also, that's just a weird thing.
Dude, I paused. I was playing Spider-Man, dude. I paused my game, and I was like, why? I don't believe you're that way. I really don't. You've shown no signs of that. I mean, I know who your family is, so I know where them roots go.
But I thought the apple fell a little farther from the tree, you know?
I was hoping it did. Apparently it didn't.
It's just such a, like, I would like to know what was going through her mind. Because, like, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, somebody got pulled over. I wonder what race they are. Sure, maybe. But, like, I wonder if they're Mexican. Just, what?
Is that even a racist thing, or is that just some weird curiosity?
I don't know. I want, you know, thinking better over. I just think I want to say it's some weird curiosity, but again, we know the family.
It's such an out-of-pocket sentence, dude. And yeah, I know the roots of the family.
Yeah,
my wife had me, and she'll openly say this. She had me to like push back on a lot of the stuff she said and make her realize. And now she's like ultra like. I don't want to say dance around it, but she is like aware of who she grew up around. Mm-hmm. So she tries really hard to not be them, you know?
Yeah.
So even she has done something to where I made like a joke of like, oh, wow, you know? Mm-hmm. And she was like, did I actually No. Just making fun of you a little bit.
She's so precious.
Yeah, man.
And innocent sometimes.
But, by the way, that was the craziest thing she said, but she also gave a crazy reaction to something. She's messing with this dude, that dude in Kentucky that I snapped you about last weekend.
Yeah.
Or
a while ago.
I think it was last weekend.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. This dude apparently texted her that she is his one and only. And she read it. Right next to me, she read it and went, ha, that's crazy. Damn. That's not the reaction you want, dog. That's a wrap.
That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. I'm not even the one that sent the message.
Dude, I legit went, that's disrespectful. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't even like bro that much, but like, what do you mean?
I'm hurt for him. Like, damn.
Yeah. God damn. He's just expressing his feeling. He's opened his heart, and you're like, that's crazy. What? Excuse me?
This man just told you how he feels, and you know how hard that is for a man to do, and you really said, damn, that's crazy.
Send him a voice message of you just laughing. Like, yeah, that's crazy. You just said that shit to me. That's insane.
He has your address.
Bro, I hate that. I hate that for him. I really do. Like I said, I don't like bro. I'm not a big fan of bro. Mm-hmm. Not that he's done anything foul. I just like.
Just not.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't vibe with me. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean I want him to get that reaction.
Said, damn, at least be happy even if I don't like you. But
imagine saying that shit over the phone and you hear, that's crazy. What do you mean?
I would honestly be like, what?
That's when I'm hanging up the phone. I'll be like, fuck that bitch, bro.
I'm going to the gym.
Ain't nobody want her ass anyway.
She was lucky I even tried.
She was lucky to have me. She was lucky. I'm going to the gym. Then I just pull up to a CC's Pizza.
So I pull into a McDonald's drive-thru.
I'm getting me 5 McChickens and a milkshake. Fuck you.
Go ahead and make it a basket of fries.
Basket. You know what? Give me 2. You know, I always wondered where I got my bad eating habits from. Mm-hmm. And I love my family, but I remembered a specific story where I got out of football practice and my grandfather was like, I know you'd probably be thirsty, so I got you this. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker pulled out 2 large sweet teas from McDonald's. Not a Gatorade, not a Powerade, not some water. 2 large sweet teas. I drank them. I said, I appreciate that, G-Pa. I appreciate that, dog.
That's hilarious and also very not good.
Oh, yeah. I think I got home and puked my brains out.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah, dude, that's nasty.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had anything like that happen per se. I mean, even when I was in a bunch of sports or like with my family, we didn't eat the greatest. I'll give it that. At least when I was younger. But it was never like, let me just bring you a sweet tea to your football game.
Yeah. Yeah. Even now, like I really try to watch my calories now, and I fail a lot, but I do try. Right.
Okay.
Dude pulls up like when my car's been in the shop before, he'll pull up to pick me up from work,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll just have like 3 breakfast sandwiches. He's like, I thought you'd be hungry. Like, it's 3 sandwiches. What are you trying to do, dude? Like, what are you talking about? And he knows he's married to the seed of the diabetes that infects our bloodline, dude. That's a crazy way to say that, but we're going to keep it pushing.
What a way to put that. All right.
That's a crazy way, because I didn't even know what the comparison would be, what the metaphor would be, so I just went with it.
The seed to the diabetes that runs in our bloodline is just a crazy statement, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was it made me forget what I was going to say because I had something I was going to add to it. Oh, I remember. Speaking of work, Mark found me on LinkedIn.
That's such a weird. Did he message you on LinkedIn?
He sent a connect request.
Is he opening a business? What are we doing?
I just wake up one morning, you know, I'm getting ready to go to work, and I check my emails because I see I have like 42 from like the last 2 days. I'm like, that's too many. So I'm going to delete them, and I just see Mark, you know, and I was like, who is that? Wait. Looked at the picture. That's fucking Mark. How the fuck did he find me? You good?
Somehow this tea is... Oh, God. Somehow this tea is getting worse. Golly, dude. No, I couldn't imagine an old friend finding me on LinkedIn.
I did it with like...
Yo, you want to go out for a drink? How about you find me on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm saying I did it with like college.
Facebook.
Yeah, I don't, not anymore. But I did it with like college people because, you know, that was a thing for connections. Like, I think it was 101 or some shit. But like after that, I got on LinkedIn only to apply to jobs.
I'm not on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And I guess because I've had the same job for almost 5 years now, I've never really seen the name. My lady's on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's like a good resume builder, ain't it?
It's a good job finder. Well, I say good, but it's okay. It got me
Better
my
than
job.
like Indeed?
In my opinion, yeah. I have not been a big fan of Indeed, so
I might sign up for it. Yeah, when I was on Indeed, I got my factory job from the landlord. I got my gas station jobs because I went to the store and asked for an application.
Mm-hmm.
Submitted the application. I went to 2, Mapco and a Tiger Mart, which is now 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And the Tiger Mart hit me up like a day later and was like, we'll bring you in for an interview. I said, bet. I got hired. 3 months later, Mapco was like, oh, yo, you want a job? No. 3 months? Really?
I got some... go ahead.
But the factory job I got because the landlord we had when we lived at the trailer, she was like, most people here work here, so you could just give them a call. So I got a job there. And then I think I forget how I got the Amazon job, but I got the Amazon job.
Yeah, I think my job journey has been a bit of a ride. I mean, when I first started working, I think it was I applied to like so many places. One of which being Texas Roadhouse and the other of which being Pizza Hut. In that location of which is now closed, that exact Pizza Hut. But I remember like going in for the interview at Texas Roadhouse, getting like a callback interview for some reason, and then, you know, getting hired. So I guess they weren't going to hire me the first time around. And like 2 or 3 months later, I get a call from Pizza Hut and it was like, hey, still want a job? No, I'm good. actually, you know.
No.
And then like I went to a Bojangles and applied and got hired there. Went to Adivas's in person, applied and got hired. And then after that, I think it was college, Amazon, which I'm pretty sure I just went to like Amazon's website to apply for.
I may have done that. Amazon doesn't even do an interview.
No.
You just fill out an application, pull up to the building, they drug test you, and then you're in.
Yeah, you get a start date. Yeah, and you can even choose your time and wage is what I did. I mean, I picked overnights for the highest pay dividend. But then after Amazon, most places were just like normal except for my FedEx job. I actually got that one by getting the manager's number from the FedEx driver that delivered to the Lowe's that I worked at. And it took me like 2 weeks of trying to like line up schedules with this dude to get an interview in or to sign paperwork and application and all that stuff because he wanted to hire me. And like after that, I was there for a minute.
Yeah.
And then Sam's regular application, and then here I applied through LinkedIn, which eventually took me to their website, and I just applied there.
I got some horror stories from working at the gas station. Everybody who worked in that kind of atmosphere has horror stories from like the people, just humanity.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't want to say I was satisfied because obviously I was not making anything. Like I was making $11 an hour,
I mean, I went from making I was making $8.25 to $18 at Amazon. So
yeah, well, $11 an hour, it wasn't enough. But legitimately, when I think back on it, I have not had like I would dread going to work, but it wasn't like at the factory or Amazon where I'm like,
yeah.
Like the gas station, I'd be like, I got to work or whatever. But I would pick up extra shifts. There were times where I went 16 days without a day off, and I really didn't hate it. I wasn't dreading it. Now, yeah, 16 days without a day off because they were understaffed and all over Middle Tennessee. I was being sent to Mount Juliet, Smyrna, Nashville,
All right. So, yeah.
But that day 17 where I was like, this is my last day. I want a day off. I want to hang out with my lady, yada, yada, yada. I pulled up to a gas station to get some gas. And I remember in the store, like I paid for gas. I was walking out the door. I get a call from my manager. They're like, yo, Nashville's wondering if you'd come in. And I said, I told everybody it's my day off. I'm not coming in. And he was like, well, she just wanted to make sure. I said, well, you can tell her again. I'm not coming in. And he was like, you're being an asshole. I'm like, I'm being an asshole. I'm being an asshole. Really.
Just worked 16 days straight. So I don't think y'all really have much room to say anything.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
dude, I
don't think I was doing anything like that, picking up extra shifts like that. But when I was at Venus's, I think I did have one shift. Like eventually, when I got out of high school, I had started opening more, and that just became my like schedule after one point. So that was like coming in at 7:00 in the morning, I believe.
Yeah.
They had me opening, and then they asked if I'd take a double, and I was like, I ain't got nothing to do today. Sure. And then they were like, can you close too? And I was like, I've been here since 7. What are you talking about? And they said, you right. I'll go ask everybody else. Nobody else wanted to do it. I was like, screw it. And then he tried to get me to open the next morning. I was like, no. No, I can't do that one. No. I just worked like 17 hours straight. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I did 16 in that gas station. Fuck that.
No, I'm good.
I got there at 2:00. 2:00, I had to work second and third and part of first. And I hated it. I was so ready to go.
Yeah, no, I'm good. The longest I can handle now is about 12.
I believe that was the night I got really lucky that someone with integrity was in the store. Because, dude, I want to say 14, I popped up in the manager's office. I was sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
I zonked out. I zonked out in that chair. And I wake up to a, yo! And I turn, and he's like, you shouldn't be sleeping, dog. His store full of shit. And I'm like, you're right. Good looks. Got him checked out.
You were the only person there?
Oh, I was the only person there, yeah. They didn't have it. That was that 16-hour because they didn't have anyone else work in that store. I'm not taking another sip of this tea.
Gotta get drinking, brother. Drink it.
No. That shit is thick and cold.
Thick.
And it tastes like candle wax.
Why is it thick?
It tastes thick. Or it feels thick. I might just hate it that much.
All right.
I hate hot tea, bro. I hate hot tea.
It was that granddad, them sweet teas, them cold sweet teas.
My lady, she made me hot tea and she was like, it's that or pills. And I was like, oh, God, I hate taking pills. So I'm like, fine.
I
do the hot.
I have met more people that do not like taking pills than I ever thought I would.
I hate doing it.
Like, I don't really have an issue with it, but it seems like other people just fucking cannot. And I'm just like,
did I send you the snap of the pills she made me take the other day?
Yeah, I remember calling them horse pills because they were still huge, even from my standards of a pill.
Massive, dog. I'm like, how's that going to fit down my throat? And she was like, I don't know. You're going to make it. I was like, all right. She's at a point now where I'll take them and I'll do the water and everything. And she'll be like, did you throw them beside your mouth? And I'm like, no. And she'll literally grab my face.
Open up, stick your tongue out.
Yeah. She don't trust me.
Say,
I don't get it. Say,
I feel like, everything she doesn't trust you for, you've always come in after the fact and given plenty of reason for her to not trust you. So,
what are you talking about?
So what have you done in the past taking pills about? Like the snacks?
All right.
She always find the hidden spot, and then as soon as it's gone, and she's like, did you eat it? And you're like, no. She knows you're fucking lying.
No, of course. I wouldn't do that because she told me not to.
Now the pills, what did you do?
Flushed them in the toilet. Throw them in the trash. Bro, she hates giving me medicine and trying to get me to take medicine. It's one of the worst things she has to go through when I'm sick, dude. She dreads it because she knows that I'm going to try to find a way to get out of it. Bro, my ancestors survived in the jungle, dog. I can survive. And she's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Your ancestors lived till 40. If
so
that
means you gotta take this pill that's as big as your big toe. No. She's even got to the point where she said, if I bring you into the doctor's office and they're like, yo, we got to get him to take these pills, she's gonna be like, you got to put it in a liquid. You got to put it in a liquid. You got to give him a shot. You got to give him something. He's not going to do the pills.
That's me when it comes to shots, because I'm pretty sure every time I'm going to a doctor's appointment, my mom always calls me up and is like, make sure they do a full blood test, do this test, do that test. And I was just like, that's a lot of needles. I don't want to do any of that.
Bro, I went to the doctor's office for the first time in a while, a couple of years ago. I went to the Hope Clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, all right, we're going to take a blood test. And immediately I was like, I just came in here because my head's been hurting. I didn't ask for this. Yeah. And she was like, no, it's procedure. I was like, well, make it not procedure. All right.
Yeah. My mom, when she was married to my stepdad at the time, he went to the doctor and I think they had to draw blood. And he said, you got one time to stick me. And if you miss, I'm leaving. She missed. And he left. And he had to go back the next day because they still need to do the test.
Dude, I did the worst thing you could possibly do. The worst thing.
What?
So, do they usually get you right here?
When they fucking find a vein, last time they had to do the fucking back of my hand after sticking me 6 times. I was so pissed that day. Man. But continue.
For listeners, you know, the crease of like your elbow on your inner arm, right? She put that needle right here and she said, "Don't move." I moved. She put the needle, vein, I yanked, it popped my vein. And that shit hurt like a bitch, dude. Oh my God. I started screaming. So I must have traumatized every kid in that waiting room whose mom was saying, "It's going to be all right, sweetie." And they just hear my ass. Ah!
Dude.
That shit hurt so bad.
I have to continue with this story because look, okay, I went to the doctor and this was one of the times my mom called me up and was just like, you know, make sure they run all these tests. And I was like, fine, sure. She sticks me this arm 3 times, 3 slightly different locations. She's like, I see the vein. I feel the vein right here. Okay, hit it. She misses. She's like, okay, we're going to switch to the other arm. Maybe see if we'll get an easier time. Same thing. And then she eventually calls the doctor in. She's like, let's see if you can get it. The doctor's like, what have you tried? She's like, both arms. She's like, okay, we'll try this hand. Or no, actually start with the right hand. Yeah, stuck me once, said, couldn't find it. Let's go the other hand. Found it, almost blew a vein. Like, that shit started puffing up, and she was like, yeah, we don't have long, so let's try and get this blood out. I was like, please?
See, I would be like, what do you mean we don't have long? What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
I was like, what do you mean? She's like, that vein's about to blow. And I was like, what do you mean?
Dude, I do not envy my lady. She has this condition where her veins are like squiggly. Like, you know how veins are usually like just straight up and down, like they curve sometimes or whatever?
Yeah.
Her veins like a snake formation, right? So every time she hates getting her blood drawn because they can never find the vein properly, and they have legitimately poked her where they usually poke her and just dug around, just wiggled the needle in her for a good like 10 seconds before pulling out and moving to another spot and doing it again and again. She is in tears. And she has come back to the car in tears, like screaming, saying, "Oh my, I hate this so much." And I'm like, yeah, bro, I could not. I would start punching people. They would have to tie my ass down.
Dude, you're calling the cops. I'm going to jail. I'm sorry. Like, you do that shit to me, we're going to have some fucking issues. Like, there's no fucking way you're going to stick a needle in my arm and fucking dig a... Hell no.
And start digging?
Hell no.
Nah, bro.
I'm throwing a fist so fast. So fast. That is not happening to me. Fuck no. Fuck that. That's why I hate needles.
By the way, she sent me a video yesterday on what happens when a woman is on her period, like what the uterus is doing, and it was like a visual representation, and like I was fascinated by it, but I was like, do you know what goes on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The uterus just shedding the lining in it
and
just pushing that shit out. I swear I was watching going, oh my God. It was fascinating, so I kept watching. But I was like, but the funny shit.
Gives more insight to why it hurts so fucking much.
Dude, the video said during this process, the woman will experience some gentle cramping. I opened the comments. The first comment I see is my wife's going, gentle cramping, it says.
Yeah.
I've been around her when she starts cramping. There's no way it's some gentle cramping. That's bullshit.
That's hilarious. Because I figured it would say some shit like that. But also, I mean, yeah, it gives more insight as to why it, hurts.
You know that video was made by a man.
Absolutely.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Absolutely. Because the fact that they said gentle was wild.
sometimes I do go down that rabbit hole, you know. I'm like, man, I'm in this warehouse and there's some chick on the internet just selling her bath water, you know, because men be like that. Men be simping like that. Women don't simp like that for men, you know what I'm saying? And then I see a video like that and they're like, you know, fuck that. I'm good. I'm straight. I don't need that happening every month.
I forgot that I was going to send this to the Discord, but it was somehow relevant to a period.
Okay.
Give me a second. I gotta find the right channel to send this in. Sure, we'll put it right there. You'll get it pretty shortly. I don't know if you want to read that out on.
I'll read it out loud.
Sure.
You want me to read the post and the comment?
Yeah. Start from the top.
All right. So this is a post someone posted in a Facebook group called Sounds Like Romanticized Alcoholism, but okay. Any other period havers here who use drinking as a way of drying up that tail end of the bleeding? If I drink, it usually clears out the last 2 days for me so I can continue living in peace without any liners or anything. Legit question. Alcohol is it like a blood thinner?
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense in theory. I'm not a doctor. But someone commented under this. You can blast off 5 or 6 orgasms in the shower and then hold your nose and blow as if you're popping your ears. The orgasms contract the uterus and speed up the lining shedding, and then what? And then blowing shoots out a jellyfish-sized pile of the fuck? Uterine lining? Urine lining?
Uterine lining.
Waffle stomp that some bitch down the drain. Waffle stomp that some bitch down the drain. And then you've got yourself a 2-day period. Been doing it for 10 years now. My doctor says it's totally safe while silently judging me. I'm straight on that. I'll have to get my lady's opinion on that.
Did the comment right after, what the fuck?
What the fuck? That sounds like some jigsaw thing, dude.
Oh, I saw that and I was just like, why did I even take the time to read it? Now somebody else has to, so I'm glad you did.
Dude, I've like, what's the most amount of times you've jerked off in a day?
What?
Just answer the question. What's the most amount of times?
Okay, let me think here.
It's relevant.
Okay, sure. Most amount of times. At my worst, I would think 3 or 4.
Damn. I got up to like 6, bro. I was a machine, dog.
You were down bad, is what it sounds like.
Bro. I was a machine, dude. I was constantly feeling it, so I had to constantly feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure. Whatever you say.
But like at that point, at like 6 or 7, you just start shooting blanks. Like it starts hurting, actually. Then you're like, man, it's not even getting fully hard. It's just like a half little chub that you're shooting them ropes out of, dog. So like, so to tie this back into the conversation, I'm just interested in like a woman having 6 orgasms. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm saying she said what 5, 6 orgasms.
I mean,
that's when the little magic trick happens. You know what I mean? And I'm saying as a man, once you get on orgasm 6, you're shooting ropes from a chub, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
See, I know there's like a cool down period, right? Like for men, but I'm fairly certain that period is a lot shorter, if at all, for women.
Than women? Oh, dude, it's immediate.
No, for
dude.
women.
No, dude. Like a dude, immediately, I think, record 2 minutes, maybe. 2 minutes. and I'll be up and ready to go, and that has to be on a good day.
Yeah.
Women though, you get done having a little feast and you get up there and they're ready to go, dude.
Yeah.
My lady might need a breather. Like she'll like tap me on the chest and be like, whoa, chill. 1 second, chill.
I mean, mine at the time was just more like, you want to keep? Sure. And then, very shortly after.
She go, and I think it's because I stay down there until she goes like once or twice, and then I'll hop back up, and she freaks out. She's like, "Yo, relax, dog, relax," and I'm like, "You good?"
It's all right. You cool?
Yeah. Give her a little pat on the forehead. You good? You all right?
Put the football helmet on, smack it once. You got this. You cool?
Get in there. Fourth quarter.
2-minute warning.
2-minute drill. We down by 7. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you hear. Never spend the night because you'll just hear touchdown, Super Bowl.
I don't think I had any plans on it, so that even further pushes it back. Sure.
What the actual fuck is going on?
I don't know.
In that room. What is going on in that room?
It's like, are y'all wrestling? No, I think y'all are watching football.
Open the door, see if one McDonald's, I'm hitting an RKO.
I saw this video of this older brother. First off, 2 boys. One probably around 14, 15. The other under 10, maybe. And then you hear the mom very loud in the background with who I presume to be the father getting it on. And the older kid knows what's happening. The younger one didn't. So the older one played the prank on him, and by walking into the room, letting him hear, and then when he thought something was going wrong, the younger brother slammed the door open and was like, "What's happening?" And then, screams all around. And the older brother, as soon as the younger brother started going for that door, he dipped off in a different direction. And hid. Yeah,
you gotta take off, dog. And like whenever they come around and be like, "So did you lead him to our door?" You got to be like, "Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about."
No clue what you're talking about. Matter of fact, I was taking a nap. What was happening?
Yo, I was asleep.
I was woken up by the screams.
What were y'all doing?
Yeah, what was happening?
I don't know. Why is it a problem that he's in the room? Something going on? Huh? Something you need to tell us? No, I saw a video where this girl started recording and her husband was at the door and she was like, "Say that again?" She was like laughing. And he said, "Our daughter is concerned because she heard you screaming." She was laughing. They were fucking, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes in there and the daughter is like in hysterics. She's crying so hard. And her mom's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I heard you screaming and I was calling for you and you weren't responding." She's like, "Oh, I'm okay. I promise." She was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "I also heard you were going to order a pizza." And I heard that and I was like, "What the fuck were y'all doing? What were y'all up to?" First of all, I got to criticize, like, put a pillow over her face if she can't contain it. Like, y'all got a kid in the house and you're just letting her rip. Like, what are we doing?
I would think you would have some self-awareness to know that if you're going to be loud, you probably don't want your kid around who is more than likely going to hear you. I'd save it for, when the kid's asleep or, daycare. If the kid's got grandparents, let them visit grandma for a day.
Yeah.
Not while the kid is up active around the house,
Yeah. Even like when we've had people over and spending the night and we've wanted to have sex, she will go out of her way to like bite down on something or put a pillow over her head if she truly can't contain a moan or anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't get how it gets to that point, especially if you have a kid. Stop. Stop.
Don't do it while the kid's around like that. don't do it while the kids are around. Just, it's not a very smart thing, and it's a very traumatizing thing for the kids, especially when it's not time for them to learn that kind of stuff yet.
Yeah. And I get if you have like needs or whatever, you know.
Sure.
Everybody, you want to sleep with your wife, you want to sleep with your husband, you want to sleep, whatever.
Be smart about it.
Be smart. Hey, the kids have gone to bed and we know they've gone to bed. Like they're in bed.
Or if the kids are up, you know, don't fucking scream.
Yeah.
Keep it low. You know how to do that. I'm fairly positive.
You accidentally keep the baby monitor on. Now, if he tells that story at work, I might be like, bro, you still got it, bro. You still got it in that old age, but good shit. Don't wake the fucking kid up, though.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
That's weird. And I almost feel like either the kid added the pizza in part afterwards, or...
The kid had to add the pizza. Yeah. There's no way...
I was going to say, or like, they were going to do some real freaky shit with the kid up and in the house, you know?
Or that kid just was never asleep and they did the whole like, oh, I've got a pizza for you or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But even then, that's what you go to? That what you go to?
Just the,
you know?
Just the screaming and, you know, knowing your kid is in the house and could possibly hear.
I'm saying out of everything, you go to the pizza delivery, really? You know? My lady's walked in her work clothes. I'm like, oh, it looks like I got an appointment with HR. And she went, what? What did you just say to me?
And that's fucked up because I know that's some shit you would just say off the dome.
I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Big dog, big nuts.
It's just, I mean, it's great when you can just say it because I know she knows you well enough. It's just like, okay, sure.
Yeah, no, I said that and she legit, it was fucked up because I said that while she was like waiting for me to pick her up. I pulled up to the front of her work. She opened the door. I said, I got an appointment with HR. And she went, shut up. Stop.
I'm here for my appointment with HR and just scream it as loud as I can hear.
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious. And
I will say this is probably the most embarrassing thing that I do that I'm going to admit to because I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay.
Right? And you know this is something I would do, right?
Okay.
So like she hops in the car and she wants to get more comfortable, right? She unbuttons a couple buttons on her shirt. So I reach over, start trying to get a little feel, you know? I'm focusing on the road. I'm trying to get me a little feel. Uh-huh. And she'll smack my hand away. She'll be like, stop. Like, we're not home. Focus on driving. So I'll roll all the windows down and I'll just start going, oh, oh. She'll be like, please stop. I was like, oh.
You're horrible. What a fucking tantrum to throw.
Bro, I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I need my squeaky toy.
Start fucking hound dogging.
She'd be like, fine. And I'm like, yeah. Try me again.
That's some shit I would do. To be fair.
Dude, today she was reaching over, like, hitting me and shit. Because, like, I kept, like, she's fine with it until I start, like, trying to take her titty out of her bra. And then she's like, we are on the road. Like, we're not doing that.
Why are you trying to do that on the fucking road?
Yeah, I do it to fuck with her, though. I wouldn't actually do it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? What, you don't believe me?
No.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't believe you at all.
She was telling me to quit, and she kept, like, hitting me. Like, and it was getting harder and harder. She, like, dug her nails into my hand at one point, and she was like, do you just like me hurting you? And she went, don't. I did that with... She said, God, why do I even ask?
Don't ask the answer. Don't ask the question you already know the answer to. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want my answer? You don't want to know how much of a dog I am? And then she'll bring up the milkshake, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this talk. Let's move on to a different subject.
I keep forgetting about the milkshake every time.
You know what's crazy? I wish she would forget about the milkshake.
I think she really wants to make that milkshake, brother.
Dude, it is so fucked up because she has a bad memory. She'll tell you she has a bad memory. That was 5 years ago.
That was when we met.
And she remembers. She's like, I made you a milkshake for a promise.
Sounds like you got to start living up to your end of the deal, buddy.
That's why I tell you, on my deathbed, I'll be like, Z, you gotta, like, I love her to death, but if she start turning me over, you can't let her do it. And I know you, and you're just gonna be like, that's not my business. That's not my business.
I'm saying, put it in the will if you want me to stop her.
Put it in your will. I'll already be dead. I don't know what to tell you, big dog.
You gotta write it in beforehand. Look, if the lady tries to turn me over, I want you to stop her at all costs.
Yeah.
And then sign that bitch with your lawyer, you know? And then go on and die about your business, you know?
Like, see, please. You'd be like, you should have gotten up and made that milkshake, bro.
you shouldn't have made a promise you can't keep.
That your ass can't cash, literally.
Look, I think as soon as the damn, what are they called? Where the doctor touches your butt.
Prostate exam?
Yeah, when you get one of those, you know, just tell her, you know, that's warm up, you know, for eventually, and then just always call it warm up for every appointment thereafter.
I bend over for my prostate exam, and then I just hear a door open and shut, just by my ear. I'm like, remember that milkshake?
Remember that milkshake?
No.
It said, Doc, put him out.
That's a weird way to end the episode, but we're ending the episode.
Yeah.
Right here. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Hey, if you're at that age, get your prostate checked. It's a very serious thing.
It is.
And make sure you made no promises to
and
your
make
wife.
sure two hands don't end up on your shoulders when it happens.
Make sure when you take off your pants, the doctor, and you ask, where do I put these? The doctor doesn't say, next to mine. You know? Yeah. When you bend over, make sure you don't hear, this is my favorite part. What you mean? What you mean is your favorite part?
If you start hearing them fucking stretching, you know.
If you hear them gloves snap real tight, and you're like, that kind of sounds like rubber. That doesn't sound like latex.
Start hearing the fucking belt buckle ringing around.
If you start bending over and you wonder why it's taking like 30 seconds, you know, I don't think it's supposed to take this long. Anyways, get checked up. It's very important. But what you can also check up on is like, rating, and sharing this podcast, especially rating, especially sharing it. See, what's a 5-star rating these people can leave?
I am uncertain of what these guys were talking about halfway through the podcast, but you know, the first half was entertaining, so 5 stars.
5 stars. What even is this podcast?
I do not know.
But still rate it 5 stars.
Yeah.
But share it as well. Click the crooked arrow. Share on whatever platform you want to share on. But also word of mouth. If someone comes up to you and says, yo, I want to learn about a simple promise of a milkshake. I want to hear some hospital stories. I want to hear some hypotheticals in podcast format. Z, what do they say?
Well, you can head on over to the boys, Jackie and Z at Red Light Homies, where they teach you a little bit more about uterine shedding and have a bunch of different talks along that somewhat similar line of thought.
Honestly, we don't know, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining. So, yeah, you can catch them there.
This was the homies, Jackie and Z.
That's me.
And we'll see y'all next Monday.
Peace out.
Rolling up a little bit of pie. Rolling with some shit that's fine. Fine shit hard on a 9. I'm rubbing on the tabs on the spine. Rolling through in the 8 Wake up, be on the grind.